So what are we going to be doing on the lathe today? Today we're going to be repairing the inventory of a tool here, a Whitney Jensen sheet metal punch. It's the No.5 Junior. I'm assuming that this vintage is around the 60s. I could be wrong. I inherited it from a dear friend of mine who passed away in February of 2014, and I've been using it quite a bit in the last year and a half plus. He was 87 when he passed away, and he was in his heyday of wrenching. Oh gosh, probably the 60s, late 50s. So I think this is probably about that vintage. I could be wrong. If someone out there knows different, let me know otherwise. This is a very neat tool for popping holes in sheet metal, and it really saves a lot of time when you're doing a series of holes in sheet metal from drilling, regarding drilling, and it's a lot safer too. It'll knock a hole as small as 3/32 of an inch and as large as a 9/32. It has this gauge on here which allows about 1.75 inch depth, although if you remove this gauge and go all the way to the back of the jaw here, you can get 1.7/8 inches deep of flat stock. You can't, you see how big the throat is here. If you got any kind of break in there, it won't fit. But this thing is really neat. It's complete. It even has a key. It says Whitney Metal Tool Company, Rockford, Illinois, USA. So that's pretty neat. I think it'll do up to 16 gauge. It was on here, but it's pretty smashed up over the years. Anyway, this is a pretty neat tool, but what am I doing on the lathe with this tool today? You'll see there's a missing hole here. 1/8 inch punch. I almost called it a die. These are the dies. The 1/8 inch punch is missing, but they're not really complicated to build. I think I could make something like that on the lathe. I've kind of gotten around not having it. I'll either probably punch like a 5/32, but I use a lot of 1/8 inch rivets on some of the sheet metal projects that I'm doing, and it just would fit better if I had one, and I've been meaning to build one. I haven't. You know, so now's the time. The time is today. Yeah. So what am I going to use for inventory? What steel stock am I going to use? Because you really do want something that has a lot of strength. Where did I put it? Daggone it. Oh, here it is. Derp. I'm going to use a drill bit. 9/32 drill bit, which is Baroque. I got it wedged in something in the drill press and it snapped it. So I don't throw anything away, especially not good tool steel like this. So we're going to chuck this up in the lathe. This is the same diameter as these ladies here. So we'll see. We'll see. I should get right to the edge of where the fluting starts. Oh yeah, I can do this. I can totally do this. Perfect.